What's going on, guys? Big welcome to you all to our channel. We are Team Crushing the Meta today. We're here with D-Boy and we are back with more reveals from the premium collection. So if you guys haven't seen my Spike reveals video yet, you could check it out. The link will be in the description section below, where you could find it on the channel, or you could just visit our Facebook group, and on the Facebook group you see we have lots and lots of reveals. For today's video we will actually talk about the golds reveals. So we do have lots of reveals. I wanted to start with spikes, and now we have the day after that, which are golds, so we'll do that. First, in this video we will talk about the art, then we go back and talk about the skill, and then later on we come back and talk about potential of the cards. As I do main Spike and I do play other clans, but mainly I play Spike, so I will not go in depth about these cards. You guys could put in the comment section below what you think of these cards. That's interesting. Alright, so if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, like and comment, and yeah, let's just get into it. So the first thing that comes in mind when I see the gold stride is it's a lady warrior. That is very interesting because normally we have boys, men as the main great force, and we also have dragons as when we talk about golds. It's different with ODT and Genesis, but for golds it's most of the time have been like that. So this is kind of interesting. She has beautiful art, and this would be one a hell of a beautiful SP. Next thing is the gold G-Guard. Well, we have seen this kind of art from gold before. It kind of look also a little bit Nova Grappler-ish, but it is what it is. As you hear, I'm not that big of a fan of the art of the G-Guard. But yeah, I think the golds players still love it because it's kind of different than what they already have. Alright, so we get into the skill. So, Golden Knight of Glory, sure, whatever. So the stride has actually a beautiful name, and again, let's jump into their skill, her skill. So the first part of the ability is of course to stride. That is nothing new, it's the same as always. And then we have the first ability is a continuous ability. All of your Vanguards placed by card ability get the extra 5k. This ability is very interesting because it does not say that she called or whatever. Everything that you place in that turn by card ability, so every superior call that you do will get an extra 5k. And this is quite interesting because this does help you to be able to hit your opponent Vanguard. Think about a grade 1, grade 3 searcher that you have on an Excel circle. That is 8, it becomes 13. By its own ability it becomes 18, and by this card's ability, if you have superior called it, it becomes 23. So that is crazy. Like, just like that, you get more power. Hey, thanks for the like. Another like. So that is amazing. And when we get to her second ability, it's once per turn ability, very important. When this unit attacks, it's on the attack, it's also very important. And then a counterblast 1, put all of your rested Vanguards on the bottom of your deck in any order. Choose up to 2 cards from your hand, call them to Vanguard. If you put 4 or more cards on the bottom of your deck at the end of the battle, stand this unit and it gets drive -1. Okay, so let's break her skill down. First part of the ability, we already talked about that, the extra 5k. That's very good, it does help. Then we have the second part of the ability. It doesn't flip, it costs a counterblast, and it does it on attack. It restands the Vanguard, and it calls 2 new units. It gives you 1 extra drive check. So you're not really minusing, because most of the cards that you call on the field in premium are, I would not say a plus, because you want the card in your hand. So with this, you're returning at least 4 because you want the restand, and you get 1 drive check back. But you also call 2 new cards from your hand before your drive check, so that is also pretty interesting, as in the cards that you call need to be in your hand already. So it's kind of a strange ability for me. If the call was after the drive check, that would have been better. But again, because she wants to restand, I do get that. So there are multiple things that you can see when you use this stride. As I'm not a main gold player myself, I still want to give you a little bit of my thoughts on this. The restand ability is quite nice because you do pressure your opponent, and remember, we still have the ability to get front triggers, we still have the ability to get the over trigger. So that is very powerful, which means that your opponent would sometimes have to drop a double PG on this or a UG guard. If they are on 5 damage, they will have to drop a PG, because if you haven't seen your over trigger yet, you could kind of go through. And then again, the power that the stride gives is quite interesting, and it's kind of I would say a one-off stride. It's not a stride that you will go into that much, but there will be some situations where this card will be very effective. Okay, now we get into the G-Guard. So again, the first part of the ability is, of course, G-Guarding with it, so dropping a heal, placing this. And then when this unit is put on a Guardian Circle, costs Soul Blast 1, look at 2 cards from the top of your deck, choose up to 2 units from among them, call them to Guardian Circle, and discard the rest. If called 1 or more grade 1 or greater cards, draw a card. So this is basically free. It doesn't cost anything except a soul. That should be okay. It's not a counterblast. And being able to get something like a double grade 1, which will give you 20k extra shield, a grade 1 and a grade 0, that still would work. But you do get the draw, and that is quite good. You could also place a PG, of course, that would work as well. So yeah, it is pretty good G-Guard, but it is something that we have already seen from gold, if I'm not mistaken. So it is not very different than what we already have, but it is definitely very good because, again, of the cost being only a Soul Blast. So that is it for these 2 cards. If you want to give us your thoughts, do so. Again, I am not the main gold player. It's actually Blazing Paladin, but he's very busy with lots of other stuff that he's doing, so I thought I will do the reveals myself. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning in our channel. If you want to hear more about these cards, stay tuned for the other videos as well, because there are lots of videos coming up. Thanks again, until next time.